want to open a new era in the relationship between the European Union and Greece, more confident, with a lighter surveillance. This is why we are ready to open a credit line for Greece. This is why the IMF could open a precautionary program. That would be the end of the Troika. That would be the end of constant interference in Greek politics. There are still some efforts to be done. Some have been made, very impressive. If you look at the deficit, it has been hugely reduced. Now growth is back in Greece, employment is in better shape. The efforts made by the Greek people bear fruits. It's not the time to stop. It's the time to move on in order to keep Greece in the Eurozone and to have a strong Greece in the Eurozone. That's what the message of today is about.
You say a corner's been turned, but if you talk to pensioners who've lost a large chunk of their pension or are using what money they have left to pay for extended families who have no jobs, they don't feel any corner's been turned at all.
I can understand that. I'm very conscious and I recognize the suffering, the sacrifices, the efforts made by the Greek people. But at the same time, what everybody must understand is that's not the so-called austerity which created the problem. There was a need for reform and strong reforms, including on the fiscal side, but mostly on the structural side. Why? Because the economic and social model of Greece was not viable. And without the reform, the situation would be much worse. Today, with the reform, this economy, after 5 years of very difficult times, is in full recovery. And it's not the time to abandon that. On the contrary, it's the time to deepen the efforts of reform. It's time to deepen the efforts to create a competitive economy. This country has a great history, but also huge assets and a very skilled workforce, people who are really clever and who are brilliant in business. So there is a huge future here.